Okay, good evening, ALTTPR League, and welcome for some Rando After Dark. We've got some more Week 3 4-7 pilot spoiler. Tonight we get to see kaesden of JKLOL versus Skelly of What the Specks. This is game 2 of the week between the two teams. I can tell you that the pilots, kaesden is being piloted by Leoria, and Skelly is being piloted by Gamma. We'll be off shortly. I'm Jesse Radical Sniper 99, joined tonight by Ingram 2525. Should be apparently having some voice issues or mic issues, but hopefully we'll have that sorted out shortly and we'll have this going. But they are moving, or they're counting down. I am going to download a spoiler log. We are getting simultaneous sang starts though, and we get a bottle with a red goo to start on this one tonight. Nice little safety for the early game. Okay, sorry about that. Just trying to get that spoiler log opened up for myself. Did see we got a quick save and quit from kaesden to go south of the Grove to get some early bombs. We'll hopefully, of course, you know, the 50-50s just say no. Meanwhile, Skelly stayed in, and actually the bush crab was bombs. Ooh, that's a good observance from Gamma there. Maybe a little bit of a missed opportunity from Leo. But it seems like there's a reason Kays wanted to do south of CAC to start, because there is something on race game. Nice early heart container there at Link's house, by the way. So early health, early safety, you'll love to see it. And that is a flute, so yeah, really nice find. I mean, Skelly got the early bombs, which is a little nicer, but kaesden can easily get a bush crab later for some bombs, so not a huge problem, I think.
Oh.
Hello?
Hello?
Hello, we hear you now.
Thank goodness. I don't know what was wrong with this thing, but it looks like I got it figured out. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. So yeah, we got some 4-7 pilot spoiler going on here. Leo and Gamma trying to find an efficient route for our runners kaesden and Skelly right now. And actually the bush crab bombs don't even matter because we got money and we can buy bombs.
Always freeing. The knowledge that they're there.
So I will say that our tracker tonight, Shinmaru, has filled in a lot of info for us on the tracker. So you can see we got pendants at Eastern, Pod, and Meyer. With Pod being our green pendant, we got those 5-6 crystals as Hera and Ice. And then we need Ether and Quake for Meyer and TR respectively. And we got early half magic.
Beautiful. It's kind of wild always having this much knowledge up front.
Yeah, the knowledge is really fun. It can be very intimidating to like kind of just go and hopefully find everything you need quick. We get that mirror. So there's a lot of efficiency in this seed. Let's see what I can find. Looks like Case is gonna save and quit probably out of Blind's hut. Let's see, where are our boots? They're in Paradox Cave.
Fun.
Yeah, so we'll get those boots pretty quick. Case, why did you grab those bombs? Ah, that's why you did. You actually wanted those flippers. So yeah, the boots are in Para... They're in pair of 5. So we're just really a hook shot away. Which... Oh no, this is an Agaseed, folks. I just looked up where the hook shot is.
Where's it hiding?
Lumberjack tree. So
dear.
our actual route to get in for the boots to get that hook shot will require us to kill Landmolus. So Landmo's going to come early in this one.
You know, it could have just been simple.
No, never. Is there bow? Clear mouse. Let's see. Brewery's got a bow, and Pyramid Fairy's got a bow. Oh, we're gonna need the shovel as well. Geez, there's a lot into getting these utilities for progressing this seed.
So everything's kind of hidden in a long extended fetch quest.
Yeah, we're gonna need the shovel, it looks like, to get the big key to desert. Let's see, our shovel. We'll have to get to Dark Cross for the shovel, so. Yeah, I'm not surprised, Yoinkers. Yoinkers, thank you for doing the restream, by the way, but Leo, I don't know, she's got a talent sometimes. There's people that just do stuff. I don't know how. Ooh, nice bombs on that throw there. Skelly doing a great job with Mini Moldorm Cave. Unfortunately, down to only a couple of bombs.
Well, I'm sure they'll be fine.
There's that Moon Pearl for Kaesden. Skelly getting the big key to
big?
Eastern. On the plus side, that's an extra 300 if Skelly wants it. I don't know if we actually really need it.
I mean, if they want to buy a potion or something.
Nah, Zora's nothing.
Tower Harabig. There's a cane.
Yeah, we've already got the full magic bar because of that half magic, so cane is a good little weapon, and there is also our lamp. I think there's a world we could have skipped it for a bit, but like going to Dark Cross without really anything can be really intimidating, so be happy to have it.
Yeah, you know, get a couple of tools to make the job easier, so you're not struggling.
Yeah, especially considering all of our swords are rotten. The swords are just gross. We've got Mimic Cave, Swamp Map Chest, Ice Map Chest, Mire Big Key Chest. None of these are good.
So, so we won't be seeing a sword for a while then,
I mean, with the flippers and the mirror there, like...
Yeah, that's true, that's true.
But not really. There's not a lot of great opportunities here.
Right, it's about, you know, what can they do without it before they absolutely have to go and grab one.
Well, and the thing is, we need at least a sword to get that hook shot as well, and I don't know. Right. I hate the idea of us dipping swamp for a sword, but are we gonna have to... Oh. We might have to dip swamp for a sword to get our hook shot. Now that I'm thinking about it.
That's probably the best play.
Yeah, because our cape's in mire.
Ugh. Gross.
Yeah, I'm just trying to see how this is forming, and I'm like, there's a lot of problems with this seed, and none of them are good.
Yeah, there's no like really optimal choice forward. He's just kind of, well, what is the least bad? So we got a shovel. Oh.
Yeah, there's our desert big to go after getting everything out of there, but that's still not amazing.
Oh man, here comes that swamp dip.
No. This is just a
You don't think
flooded
so?
item. This is our second glove.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I think we're gonna get Samaria Landmo. Like here, you might be right. Like it's a bad fight, but oof. It looks like that's where kaesden's going.
Yeah, that looks like it.
Yeah, I mean, Clear Mouse, I get it, but like, yeah, maybe you should go to Brewery to get that bow first. You could get the bow and the ice rod before going after this boss. Like, all the power to kaesden going for this, but
Yeah, it's bold. It's bold. Brave. I don't know about wise, but it's brave.
like I get it, because like you want this hammer so you can go after your boots out of Paradox, because that's going to help you get, you know, a sword or like your hook shot. Like everything kind of goes in line with this. Case, please get some health.
We got Skelly heading into Thieves.
Nice sank heart there in our map chest in Thieves Town.
All right, let's see how this works out.
Slowly.
Odd big. Out of Thieves.
There's one
It's really
down.
interesting to. It's really interesting to see this wide divergence in route. You know, they took two very different approaches.
Yeah, I would have said kaesden was a little ahead heading into like getting the Dark World access. I thought it was a slightly better route, and then like I feel like Skelly's gonna, all this time that Skelly looks to be behind, he's gonna be ahead just by having such better options for this fight. Between
Yeah,
Ice Rod and Bow, he just has the weapons.
Yeah, like I can absolutely see where you would look at it and go, oh, this is sandbagging, like he's lagging behind, but you know, just filling out that toolkit, filling out that toolbox, giving himself, like you say, giving himself options.
Yeah, and here comes that Ice Rod as well. So Kaze is definitely going to push for his... Yeah, this is just a push for boots. And so he's heading there immediately. Skelly's route efficient in the fact that he was able to pair Stumpy with getting that big key for desert.
just have to see if that. I'm very interested to see which route pays off.
Pod keys. It is a pendant pod. Oh, the Ganon Tower big key is on Helma.
Ooh. So you got to do that one.
Yeah. Yeah, Telethar, I think, like, that Ice Rod, just the efficiency that Skelly's going to have on this fight is just invaluable overall. And, like, Case is going to have the boots a little bit sooner, but I don't think it's enough to really make a difference. Like, there's our boots.
All right. Let's see how much of a difference it makes.
Yeah, and this is Kay's gonna head. I was gonna think into village, but no. Okay, this is just gonna be Lost Woods real quick. And yeah, there you go. Skelly's done.
Yeah, that Landmo fight was so clean, so quick.
Yeah, and that small key for Swamp is gonna let Kays get his sword.
Yep.
Yeah, I think the one benefit here for Kaesden is being able to go into Swamp here after Stumpy. Like, his line continues down further after this play into Thieves Town, so he'll get into Swamp to get his sword in line with everything else he's doing. I don't know if it really is enough to make up for this, but we'll see. Like, I think they're both going to converge on Swamp Palace.
Think we'll get a high five?
I don't know if I'd call it a high five. I think they're just going to meet up soon. But yeah, I mean, that health already for both of our runners, like, 6 hearts is fine. And then, yeah, 8 hearts over on Skelly's side is just ridiculous.
Yeah, should be good to go unless he wants a little bit of cushion.
Oh,
But
and
yeah,
then hammer pegs.
Skelly got his boots. Skelly got his boots about 2 minutes and 40 seconds after K's, so not that much of a gap at all, really.
No. Although Skelly's going to do some of the Dark Death Mountain checks here. Although I'm not sure what specifically he's looking for on this play. Oh, the hair is small.
That's it. One key, please.
Wait, why?
we're about to find out, so...
No, but like I'm looking at the... Oh, no, we need that. That is a Bombos medallion.
There you go.
Ooh, that is... Yeah, that's big. Like, unless Leo is gonna work around the need for Bombos...
Yeah, now it's a little bit... Orphaned is a little bit of a strong term, but...
No, I mean, you're not wrong.
It's
yeah.
definitely out of the way.
I mean, when you put something out of the way in spoiler, it's kind of orphaned. Won't deny it.
Well, I'm sure it seemed like a good idea at the time.
Could go for King's Tomb for Ether to get into Mire, but that's big key chest.
There's that sword.
I'm wondering what their second sword is going to be.
I'm gonna guess Mire, but I have no basis for that guess.
Well, because the other one is Mimic Cave, and that is not in a great spot.
And you said the other one was... The last one was Ice Palace, right?
Yeah, and we need fire to get into there, so you're either going into... Like, you're either getting the Bombos like Skelly did, or you're getting a second sword out of, I think, Mire at this point.
Yeah. So yeah, like I say, I think kaesden's gonna go for Mire, but with Bombos, you know, Skelly, it could go either way. But my guess is still Mire. I just feel it in my gut.
Yeah, and maybe, like, saves, I'm not sure if I think that's what Leo and Kaze are thinking here. It's a possibility. I don't like it, but I don't know what they're thinking. There's that Quake medallion. I will say, all those extra keys that Skelly was getting for Pod don't really matter here because of the fact kaesden came in with one, and the second key is just in Stalfos basement, so the route comes together here. Without him needing to go after more Pod keys. Yeah, there's a lot of places you could leave that portal. I mean, at this point, what? Kaze has got the medallion to get in. He's got one TR small. Let's see, where are our D7s? Spec Rock Cave has one.
Okay.
Spike had one. Or has one. Sewers, I think Sewers is the one they got. And then iBridge has one. So you need a second key.
So then there's the question, which one do you get?
I mean, you get Spec Rock Cave. I think we don't need all 4 of them, so let me just check. Big Key Chest is dead, so like... Vortex, I did not notice if he did or not. He hit it. Okay, thanks, Clear Mouse. So yeah, it looks like Case is going to go for TR as kind of his second dungeon. Like, get that Spec Rock key, and then, like, he'll be able to come back down. I'll be curious to see how these 2 routes kind of sync up later. We're going to have divergence for a long time. One of the big things is like, Case is going to have an easier fight against Cold Stare because of the Fire Rod. Skelly's is going to be just a little bit more dangerous. Like, I'm sure he's fine. Like, both very good runners. It's just, you know, there are benefits at certain places. Sure. Nice Helma fight.
It's clean, quick.
Nice start to that hammer fight. Good clean fight here from Skelly. Really nicely done so far. And yep, through it.
It's over.
Yep.
What do you think? Skelly goes after Aga next?
Yeah, I'd want that hook shot. And realistically, I think Skelly's going to be able to cup, like, his mountain trip up to beat TR is going to allow him to also take care of GT.
Yeah.
So there's going to be some efficiency for Skelly coming soon. So, like, the extra effort he put in for Hera, a little annoying, but it's going to work out in the long run, I think. Meanwhile, Kay's getting his second TR small here. So he can go beat TR at this point. Nice bomb jump across the gap.
Oh yeah, he's going to TR.
Yeah, no. At this point, like, I think, like, if he doesn't beat TR here, I think this is a real lost. Like he had to get the Bombos earlier. Like, if he went for Bombos now, it would be pretty bad time usage. Unfortunately, Kaze did use his potion earlier, so gonna have to be a little careful here.
Doesn't have that insurance anymore.
And I have to say, this is just pure NMG Aga Tower here for Skelly. Really straightforward.
Yeah, nothing to question here.
Case could pick up Burna here on his route through TR if he wants the safety. That compass chest on left side was Burna, but he says no thank you.
Like, I'm good.
There is a bottle with a red goo on Laser Bridge along with that key for Turtle Rock.
I mean, if you're already there, you might as well pick it up, right?
Yeah, they're just on opposite sides. Is Leo a check other stream pilot? When she's got the route down, she'll usually take a look. But until then, she's kind of just focused in on making sure that she's got something that Case can work or I can work through. And that's a big part of Pilot Spoiler, is being able to say, like, you know, we're not going to worry about what they're doing in the short run because we have to just build a route. We have to go and get everything figured out. And that's going to be a good 20, 30 minutes. Nice use of Quake.
Worrying about what your opponent's doing is not going to really do you much good in the end. You know, they're going to do what you're going to do. You're going to do what you're going to do, and it's going to play out how it plays out.
Yeah, there's not a lot of opportunity to kind of use that info right now. I know, like, in some scenarios, like, since, like, if I'm running, I don't mind doing some of that info, or, like, that eye out for the opponent, depending on the rules of the tournament. Like, if the tournament's okay with it, I can do it. But it's not something, like, I'll be like, oh yeah, I have time to necessarily pay attention.
Sure. Just like that, Ag is down for Skelly.
I was about to say, let's not forget Mimic Cave, guys. Yeah, and this looks like Skelly's going to be able to pair this mountain trip eventually with doing GT, whereas Kays is going to have to reclimb. Yeah, and this is the play to get that fire rod now.
Oh yeah.
I think we could have gone the rest of the way to Laser Bridge first, but it's fine. Can Kaesden do GT last? No, you cannot do GT last in this seed. You have to go to Ice Armos. Yeah, you have to go all the way to Ice Armos in this seed to get your Thieves' Big Key.
So it's a double, whether you like it or not.
Yeah, I mean, it is a free return, but the fact that Kays is going to have to do another mountain climb just for GT is not ideal. Like, when Skelly comes up here, this will be his last mountain climb. So, it's time to not... You don't want to give up. Yeah, I mean, after this, like, Skelly just goes and gets his hook shot, and then he climbs the mountain. Like, he's got everything he needs to just go into that play now.
We're on to Skelly's helmet fight.
Oh no, and Kaysden taking that death.
Oh, that's rough.
Yeah, that's going to send him back to the big chest. That is not time you want to sacrifice.
And that's helmet down for Skelly. That's a real bummer for Kays, though.
To the comment that Kays could beat Hera with the big key, the problem is he's only got one crystal right now, and this is going to be crystal 2, and Hera would only be crystal 3. He'd still be short a 4th crystal. Helma was a pendant. Nah, Helma was green.
Yeah, what even is on Saha?
Nothing. It was just that we had to kill Helma for that GT big.
Yeah, I know, but it's just like, oh, I mean, I haven't looked at the spoilers at all, so it's just like, oh, what even is on Saha?
Uh, just a heart container.
Yeah, you can skip that. Looks like we got Skelly heading up to pay Turtle Rock a visit.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna hit Hera first real quick. And also not gonna have to do the double back because we can get the fire rod now. And unfortunately, we're gonna have to burn that potion, but we're still alive. Just a little bit of a shaky fight here. Kay's a little shaky today.
Yeah, using that potion beats the alternative. Uh-oh.
Yeah, we got the Baba is you MSU over on Skelly's side. Gonna have to be careful here on Kay's side on Trinex Phase 2.
No hugs. There you go. Easy peasy. First try. Both the runners get
Yeah, Crystal 2 for Kay's, and that's Crystal 3 now for Skelly.
Yep, sure is. Now he's legging it over to the rock, I think. Kaesden making the Ice Palace play.
Has the big key, so can skip hitting that switch. And of course, will get his Tempered Sword. Skelly will, of course, have the advantage that he'll have Tempered Sword for Trinex, so going to be an easier Trinex fight. It also isn't going to have to double back for Fire Rod, so a little bit of trade-offs here. Big thing, of course, is that Skelly already has his hookshot and the Aga Tower clear. Kazen has to work all the way through Aga Tower still.
Sure does. That's So what do you think? Comfortable saying that Skelly's got a little bit of a lead?
Oh, it's a big lead with that death on Laser Bridge.
That is true. I was trying to be.
And realistically, that was the, like, as the third member of JKLOL, like, knowing this matchup for the week, this was not a favorable matchup for us, and Skelly with Gamma piloting is a very dangerous pair. I mean, to say, like, there are advantages for JKLOL, it's just not enough to, like, the advantage is undermined by everything that what the Specks has.
Sure.
If there's an advantage, it might be the fact that those two are just laughing and going, haha, we're having a great time.
But isn't that why we're all here? Just to have a good time.
Sure. I want to win.
Out for blood. K's dropping down.
Yeah, and that was one of the advantages Case had,
And
was
it's
that
done.
fire rod.
Yeah, walking in with that fire rod definitely gave him an edge.
Ooh, Skelly being a little careful
Yeah.
here. Both of our runners having a little bit of trouble with Laser Bridge today. Skelly
Yeah.
taking the safety door, and, you know, sometimes you do that and it's more, did I not die?
Hey, you know, come out in one piece, that's a win, right?
Yep.
Yeah, this Trinex fight much smoother for Skelly.
Yeah, and you'll be able to see kind of the difference. Like, Skelly is just about through Trinex. Very easy, smooth fight with that Tempered Sword. Makes for a very quick phase 2. And Skelly's already up Hera and the rest of Aga Tower here, and is going to be able to head into GT at this point.
Yeah, definitely moving right along. K is looking to pay Aga a visit.
Now, as we said, there is a Thieves Town Big Key here in GT, so Skelly is going to have to go all the way to Ice Armos.
Oops.
So that one key we got earlier is pretty important to making this route work.
There it is.
Yep. Yeah, I will say there's kind of a weird... It feels like if you have a bunch of seeds go back to back, like there's almost seems to be a trend in some of them. So like this need for like Aga or Ice Armos back to back for reasons does seem to be a weird anomaly.
It's almost too convenient. It's... Kaesden gonna pick up his hook shot.
And we'll see how he wants to play the rest of this seed at this point. I think you save Skull until after Thieves Town. Like, I think you do Thieves and Skull together in this seed. Swamp could be done now. But yeah, you're definitely waiting until you have Thieves Big so you can do Thieves into Skull at the end here.
Yeah.
No reason to go do Skull at this moment.
Yeah, why do them separate?
But yeah, I mean, Skelly's in Go at this point. We're not going to get Silvers. They're in the Pyramid. So not really any good reason to even try for it. I would say it was probably just a misclick. Sometimes things happen and the tracker application, you hit and you think you hit it for the one runner and you hit it for the other runner. I don't know. Shin's been doing a great job, and I think, you know, he just might have clicked under Kaesden instead of under Skelly for that Thieves Big key.
Yeah, I'm sure he meant well.
So Will, does that mean that all Kazen has to do is not find Skelly's big key in his world, and we can still win, right?
Dare to dream, dare to dream.
I mean, that or like, Shin, can you bestow the keys to Kazen and take them away from Skelly? But very smooth climb from Skelly here. Lost a few hearts, but all good.
Nothing he can't afford.
Nope. Heading over to Aga 2 as Kazen enters Argus. Gonna go for the 0 cycle. Started off good, but lost it towards there at the end, so it's gonna be a good fast one.
Still plenty quick.
Meanwhile, over on Skelly's side with that Aga 2, nice triple to start. Good patterns here. Unfortunately, that blue ball does mean it's going to be at least a 3 cycle. And this is, oh, that was a rough pattern for Skelly on phase 2, or that's third set. But nice cleanup there.
Yeah, good recovery. Good, solid recovery.
But all Skelly has left before his Ganon now is Swamp, Skull, and Thieves. Kaze is going to take care of Hera now. But then he'll have GT, Skull, and Thieves left as well, so...
Yep, a little bit of catching up to do. Having a little trouble with that pot.
So what happened was, I believe he picked up an item, and that ruined his value to get the simple setup. So Kaze is trying for the hook speed. He does get it. He does not like using the hook speed setup. He knows I love that setup, and it is not his favorite. He prefers the bomb.
Used under duress, huh?
Very much so.
You'll have his distaste entered into the minutes.
I mean, yes, Zaf, it is a very free setup, and I appreciate Bread finding the freest of all setups for Herapot. Breadpot is amazing, but if you can do the hook speed setup, or the hook speed version, like in the first couple, it's faster.
Getting blocked out.
I bribed Shin to give Kaesden all the completions. Admin abuse.
Oh dear. Is that why you were asking Shin for Venmo earlier?
We don't need to discuss what I was or was not doing there.
That's... I apologize. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Skelly's up a bunch. So Skelly's got Skull and Swamp after this. Kaze has GT, all of GT stuff, as well as Thieves and Skull, so... getting the Bombos medallion to be able to have hook shot before going up the mountain and being able to beat GT on that mountain climb was a big get for what the Specks tonight. And it's massive efficiency in this race. So at this point, you see that Skelly picks up that blue mail. Not that he needs it, but this is one of those moments that's great for Pilot Spoiler, where Gamma can just say, hey, you got time.
If you want to take 30 seconds and go out of your way a little bit.
Yep, if you want that little bit of safety, you got the time right now.
I mean, it's all for the drip, right?
Well, the thing is like after Swamp, like he'll be save and quit to the pyramid, so it does give him a little leeway with losing some health. So it's a nice bonus when you realize there's going to be some issues of like, if I mess up a little bit on Ganon. Nah, there's safety and then there's memes. They're not going to meme at this point. They're going to play it safe. but they're not going to go out of their way to get like that meme check.
Just like that, Popula's over.
Yep, so just Swamp left for Skelly. At this rate, I think realistically, Kays will probably be in like Thieves Town when Skelly's on Ganon.
Yeah, this is really Skelly's race to lose at this point.
Yeah, there's not much of an avenue for JKLOL here.
You never know. Skelly might have to get up, you know, get a drink of water, stretch.
Not the quickest of spoilers, but you know, with some of the scattered equipment we had in this one, as well as needing to beat a pendant dungeon as well as Aga Tower, not surprised we did have to spend a bit of time pushing us closer to probably a little over an hour for this seed.
Yeah, given how spread those swords were. Oof.
Yeah, Skelly just getting to Argus here for crystal number 7. Kaesden just about coming up on Aga 2. So yeah, as I said, like Kays will jump onto the drop onto the pyramid right as Skelly's dropping in, and then Kays will be into Thieves as Skelly begins that Ganon fight, or as Skelly's working through the Ganon fight. So double there for Kays. Single there on shot 2. Another single. And also a 4 cycle. So
Yeah, it still feels like Kay's that fight went a little smoother for him though than
it was pretty much the same. They were both 4s. They just took different angles. I would say Skelly's might have actually been a little faster even because he was able to hit different shots in to Ganon.
Speaking of,
And Skelly taking no chances here. Gonna pop that red goo. Because he was definitely an Oko for the end of the fight. And yeah, no, the silvers wouldn't have been worth it. Like, you can save like 30 seconds on Ganon or roughly 30 seconds with the silvers. It's not like the time is not enough to really care. Like getting the bomb and running to pyramid is much more than 30 seconds with the save and quit option we have available. Beer, you missed all the rando pretty much. GL end of rando?
There we have it.
Yep.
A hair over an hour.
So get your GGs in the chat for Skelly and Gamma of What the Specks as they finish with a time of 1 hour and 50 seconds to take both races this week against JKLOL and proceed to 6-0 to start the season. Looks like Kaesden is at least going to finish off the Moth. I'm not sure if he's going to go to Thieves. He forgot about Thieves. Like, routing-wise, this doesn't make much sense. But he does get the Moth kill. And, yeah, after killing the Moth and getting that, he decided to forfeit. Understandably so. We'll see if we can get all of our runners in here to talk about some route and stuff and this one. Let's see. I see we've got a Skelly. We got everybody up in the waiting room, so Yoinkers, if you want, I can pull some people down.
You were saying
Oh,
that
Yoinkers
was?
Yes. Hello, hello.
Hello, Gamma,
Hello.
Skelly, Kaesden, and Leo. GG, everybody.
GG's,
Yay.
GG's. I was just telling her in the waiting room right there the swords sucked.
Yeah.
Just a bit. That was
Seats
definitely one of the
sucked.
big things. So Gamma and Leo, very different approaches to this one. Gamma going saying we're gonna get Bombos. Leo saying no, we'll get Fire Rod only, and it seemed to make a huge difference. Alongside the fact that Gamma giving Skelly some decent weapons for Landmo.
But no, Kiz was fine. He had Oh Baby. He had Samaria. That's fine. Oh. Wait, hang on. I'm like looking through the thing. Wait, but how
What
did
could I have
get-
had?
He could have had the bow and ice rod.
Yeah, the bow.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, no, I thought you were saying because you had mentioned Bombos, and so I'm like sitting here.
Well, no,
looking
that
like,
was
oh.
later.
Okay, I was like,
I'm
oh,
just saying
you
that.
get
I guess.
Bombos without the hammer, like you still needed the hammer.
It just
No,
gave,
no.
Gave Kay's Samara for Bombos is like, or for a Lamo. You'll be like, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. Take the cane.
I mean, yeah, he's old. He needs a cane anyway.
I mean, I will say I think Skelly had like a 2-cycle Landmo to Kaesden's many.
I had a 2-cycle per Landmo if you count them cumulatively, and it was probably still
I-
more than that because I don't know. It was a lot.
Yeah,
It was bad.
I
You
did
know-
not count.
I am glad that Skelly did bring that up because I didn't even think about his fighting equipment when he's like, am I gonna get something better? This Mario, like, oh shit. I'm like, oh
So, I
you
had
gotta-
looked later, and I was like, oh yeah, I guess we had Mit's Dark World access. We could have gotten Ice Rod and Bow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that would've-
Whatever, it's fine. We're rushing the boots. Let's go.
Yeah, no. I think any time sunk getting the weapons there that you lose to boots time, you make up on Landmo itself. So
Oh yeah, no, I agree.
But-
It was bad. I'm not gonna pretend.
I
it
know
wasn't
you
bad.
were scrambling trying to find me options, and like I think by the time you saw stuff, it's like I'm already halfway or inside desert. It's like, well, We're doing this now.
Yeah, and
Desert Big was on shovel, right? That's what that
Yeah.
was.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that
yeah,
was kind of
Yeah.
like
It
a
was
nice
it was a
reason to.
nasty chain.
and that
It
was
was a
the
nice reason
thing
to
is
do it with
like,
Ice Rod.
yeah, and that was the big thing is like, it felt like Gamma was just a couple of steps ahead on that part of the route to be able to pair some of those elements. So pairing Ice Rod with the Desert Big Key acquisition, and then getting the Harris Small Key out of Hookshot Cave to get Bombos meant that when you guys went up for Turtle Rock, you could also beat GT because you had the crystals to beat you had enough crystals to get into GT after TR.
Also, they even saved a mountain climb on us.
Yeah, that
Oh,
was the other.
that
That's what
lot.
I mean with that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I am glad that he did mention because I told him you're gonna go fight Bolster on Fighter Sword when he was gonna get the boots. I'm like, yeah, this equipment sucks, but you know it is what it is. And like, well, I need a sword. Are we gonna get another sword? And like, oh shoot, I didn't realize like all three swords are basically locked by
Yeah, they're
that
all
hookless swamp.
bad.
That you need to do the hookless swamp. You need that sword.
Yeah,
You can't avoid that.
we
We
did
were
the
gonna
same
do
thing.
some HMG routing, skip the Freeze Orb room in Ice Palace, and then get our first sword and wrap chest, then kill Cold Stare.
Yeah. Oh man. So it's like, well, yeah, we have to get this Bombos because this Fire Rod is locked by two swords, and I don't want to go all the way to Laser Bitch. I don't think it's worth. I don't
Mimic
know.
Cave.
It's like,
So
and
we-
yeah, it's like, oh, this sucks. Like, I think we need to get Bombos right now.
Like, we ended up, yeah, we did just that. Like, so the Swamp one was our first sword, and then Mimic Cave was our second. I had him mirror at the spiral entrance, and then climb back up to get the Fire Rod, and then we saved the portal, so just go right back in. But, like, it's still... Like, I think part of it is, like, I hate to say it, but, like, I think when I see something in Hera Basement, and then I see, like, where things are, like, I just saw Hookshot Cave. I didn't even pay attention to where it was, even though it was just Bonk Shot. Like, looking back now, the small cave being in Bonk Shot. Like, now I'm thinking, like, oh yeah, no, that's doable, but, like, knowing that the hookshot's on Lumberjack, seeing Small Key in Hookshot Cave, I'm like, yeah, no, that's totally not gonna happen. Just forget that. Like, also, Hera Basement is slow, but not as slow as Samaria Landmo, so, you know.
At best, it's on par.
Right. Oh boy.
Yeah.
No,
think-
go ahead.
Oh, sorry. No, I was just gonna say, I think my biggest like maybe mistake, well, definitely mistake, is not catching. Like he's going to Saham. Like, do you need Eastern? No, we don't need anything in Eastern. Then I realized later, I'm like, oh shit, we do need Eastern. We need the Pearl in there.
Oh no.
And so it's like, not that big of a timeline. It's like whatever. Like we just flew back, right? And
Right.
at the time when the countdown started, I had internet issues, so I was not able to, get the log until like maybe 10 seconds after the race started. A little annoying, but that was all like,
So-
that was a little annoying.
I saw race time having a glitch too, and I literally out loud was telling Kays, like, I really hope this log populates, like, and does not stall out. This is gonna be really awful if it does. Like, and then the log went up, and then immediately in the chat it was like in red text, like an error, please reload page. And I'm like, I have the log, I don't care about anything else, like, let's just go.
Oh my gosh.
But it was like all the good luck have funs were coming in super slow. So I think it was a race time.
Okay, so that was a race time maybe
Oof.
thing then.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that was
Thanks,
a little
Mason.
stressful. Like, as soon as
A little.
countdown hit 0, Gamma's like, what's happening? And I'm like, Gamma? You okay?
Yeah.
Is your
You
computer
good, bro?
exploding?
How you doing there, buddy?
Yeah, like my only panic moment right there. Otherwise, I
Oh,
think
man.
everything was kind of nice. I feel like save Swamp until after we get, Swamp, Thieves Town, and these Skullwoods after we have Tempered Sword. So it's like, I felt like the 4 crystal we did were correct.
Yeah.
Maybe.
No, I think that that's smart. Like, we had tempered for Swamp as well, but it wasn't.
Yeah.
Like, we still did it before GT, but at that
Yeah.
point, like, Like
you
at
don't
that
lose
point, the
time or
race was
anything,
over
so-
because I think you guys were in. When we were going to Swamp, you guys were already in GT, so it's like, yeah, it's fine. Or at least like from what I saw on Skelly's stream.
Yeah, and then I was trying to get to Moth before you finished, so we could only be one crystal back, but that didn't happen. It's like,
You
it's like
managed
this
to
is
pull off-
faster. It's like we'll try it. Like, yeah, the route's wrong, but who cares at this point? We're already done. Like, you're not going to die again in 16 times for me to finish Thieves too. So
I did poke fun at you guys getting the blue mail though.
I like, it's right here. We have a key, sure. Like, we
And you're
can go grab
ahead
that.
by like several
Like,
minutes.
if
you're
you're
good.
if you're watching it all and like you saw the TR shenanigans that happened, like
I
you know
did
you
see
have
the
time.
GR. That's
Yeah,
when I
like
first
you
took
know
a look.
you have time. It's like, all right, yeah, we're getting the safeties and it'll be fine. I would have probably done
Yeah.
the same.
Good
Yeah.
seed.
I mean, that's a word.
Yeah.
Only good
Well, it was
thing
a
about
great
that
showing from
seed
everybody.
is
It
that
was
it's
very
done.
entertaining.
Right.
Yeah.
I think I think I had mentioned this after the first race, but like when we saw our group this time around and we saw who we had for this week, I like audibly got upset because I was like, dude, it's my favorite mode of the year, and we pull probably like the
Oh, yeah.
top team in the group. Like, are you freaking kidding me right now? Like, I was so upset.
It's time to play
Like-
the lottery.
Ugh. Like, man. Like,
Uh,
I get swept
like-
during my favorite
I wa-
mode.
Like,
If it
it
makes you
was-
feel better, I was still very nervous.
Yeah.
Spoilers
Yeah.
stressful. I don't care who I'm racing. It's always stressful for me because I
Yeah.
know there are ways that I can lose. And
Like-
even if other people don't think I could lose, I know I can lose.
mean, It only takes one. It only takes one mistake. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
And it goes both ways, right? It's not just the runner; it could be the pilot too. Like, I
Oh,
could've
yeah,
just
no.
routed it, completely botched up the run, the route. So it's like also some stress on my end. And I know this is a favorite mode that for you, Leo. So it's like it's not gonna
Oh,
be
yeah.
something like I would consider free. Like, no, I could still have some shambles on our end.
Well, I mean, like, shoot, during the High Spoy tournament, like, we were in the same group with you and Telethar. Like, I know your ability as a pilot. I'm like, oh, man, this isn't good. And, like, I know how good of a runner Skelly is. And, like, while Specks might have been, like, an unknown on the pilot side, like, I know he can run. And now I know that he's a pretty damn competent pilot. So I'm like, oh boy.
Oh man.
It was just, it was rough all around, but we made it through. And I'll say for the group, like, we were hoping to be like, when we saw the schedule, we were going to be thrilled if we ended the first 3 weeks at 500, and
Yeah.
we did. So, like, hey, great, good job, team.
Yeah.
But yeah, GG's, guys. And who do y'all have next week for Kabuki drop?
Jamo and homemade beer.
Yeah.
Oh,
That'll be fun.
ooh,
Yeah, that'll be fun for me
Yeah.
to watch. I'll be on my couch watching both of
Yeah.
them.
Those are gonna be some spicy matches.
It'll be fun. I'm looking forward to it. I've been enjoying playing it more and more. I know that Jesse has been enjoying it too. I see all those pings. Jesse, I'm keeping an eye on
Why
you.
you? Yeah, but why are you dodging me on my pings?
Those. Well, I mean, my
Ooh.
computer's updating. It can't be
Oh.
helped.
Dang, I get
It's
it.
still updating. Okay.
It's really, look, it takes a long time for Windows XP to update.
Yeah, you gotta give it a little time.
And then
Oh.
you need ice cream.
Yeah.
True.
No, I know it's during the
usually-
afternoons, but not great for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
You and I are on very opposite schedules for doing random racing.
Yeah.
I can't believe that fear is dodging you this week, Yama.
What about? Yeah, I told him that. I gave him a hard time. Don't worry.
Okay, good.
Who do you all face next week?
Beatable Thieves Town. It's going to be
Beatable
Kays
Thieves
and
Town.
I, and I think it's going to be Gil and Fib.
Nice.
That's
That's
what
gonna be
it's
really good.
sounding like. Yeah.
That's what they said, probably. And unless something crazy happens, James and Leo get the week off.
Nice. Enjoy the week off,
You-
Leo.
Yeah, Skelly, we should like I
Watch
was gonna
party
say like
or grudge
yeah.
match or both.
You know, maybe. We'll see how my computer is doing with its update.
Yep. Of course. I understand. Thank you all for the race. Thank you for getting this scheduled and the restreams and all that good stuff. Appreciate it. Super appreciate it. And
Yeah.
GG's, good luck to you all next week.
Yeah, same to you guys.
So I'm gonna give a big overview because we got a lot of races tomorrow. I don't see channels quite yet. Maybe that got updated, but here we go. Invitational, 11 a.m. Wall kicks versus Renier. Also 11 a.m. Artie Walsh versus Ike here. 2:30 p.m. Megawatt versus Tedo. 3 p.m. Gem versus Relkin. Yo, that is probably the hypest match I can see on the schedule. Those two are beasts at spoiler. I hope that gets a restream. I see who signed up to comment. That is going to be a damn good race. Okay, later in the day, 4 p.m. Dr. Earworm versus Fibonacci. 5:30 p.m. Tyler Salt versus Gilgamesh. That closes out the invitational side. Over on the open side, I see we got Nux versus Hide on Bush. This one's going to be super late. DGen hours, 4:30 a.m. Eastern time. I don't know who's awake, but try to watch it. 8 a.m. Raynox versus Iconic. 10 a.m. Shinmaru versus Flash AM. Also 10 a.m. Baja Blood versus Walther. 11 a.m. we got the Ginger Chris versus Angles. 2 p.m. Pool Float versus Verts. 4:15 Trey Spire versus Sean Rhapsody. That looks to be a good one. 7 p.m. Adirondack Rick versus Niobium Narwhal. And that's going to close it out for spoiler week. So a lot of races tomorrow. Tune in for as many of those. We could definitely use some signups for the comms and the tracking and whatever else for that stuff tomorrow. So definitely check all those races out. Tomorrow's the last day for Pilot Spoiler. And then Monday we will be into Kabuki Drop. Woo! Kabuki Drop. Quick shout outs to Shin for doing the tracking tonight. Always need our trackers over here on the ALTTPR League channels. We do not have the fancy auto tracking mechanisms here. And thank you again to Yoinker's wife for doing the restream. And Ingram, thank you for joining me on your first comm. Did you have fun?
Thank you for having me. Yes, I did. It was a grand time. It's a
Hopefully,
little late
like,
for me. I'm on East Coast time, so it's a
Oh,
little
so am
late
I.
for me. But oh, fantastic! So you know
I'm
my day.
DGen. Yeah. I will say, hopefully, you continue to sign up and in a mode that's a bit more traditional and not such a train wreck with a spoiler log. So,
Oh, everyone loves a train wreck. Everyone loves a train wreck. You can't look away.
for your information, M4A, Kabuki Drop is it's Kabuki and it's key drop. So, enemies and pots, enemy and pot keys are shuffled as well. So, a lot more keys. It's similar to what we did last season for week 1 with 80 KDB, but in a Kabuki format. But that's going to do it for us here tonight at the ALTTPR League. Have a great rest of your night. If you're awake in 4 hours, there's a race. I don't think it's getting a restream, but you can watch it. Support the runners. Have a great night, everybody.
Good night.